Welcome to the video tutorial for Simpow. In this video, we'll continue from the Optpow simulation and create a single line diagram of the network. To do that, we go to Output and select Single Line Diagram. This presents a new window. We can change different settings of the single line diagram from Control. We can change the units of voltage, current, or power to our desired type. We open a new diagram editor. In the node filter box, we place an asterisk and it presents all the nodes in the network. For example, we start with bus 5. We select it and double-click on the drawing window. We see that the node is created along with indications to the connected nodes. Once here, we can zoom in and out to have a better look. To get a list of neighboring nodes, we right-click on the node bus 5 and select List Neighboring Nodes. From the list on the left, we select another node and place it on the drawing window. We can see that it creates the new node, and with it, all the components in between the nodes are automatically created. We can move the components and labels to have a better representation. We can also resize the nodes using the Resize Node function. We place the remaining node in a free place, and we'll move around labels and elements to have a cleaner diagram. We can flip a node by selecting the node and by clicking Flip Node. We can also rotate a component by selecting it and using the Rotate function. In this way, we can build the rest of the network. Once we're done with the drawing, we can save the diagram as an SLD file, which we can later use to present results. We can also print the single line diagram and have a paper copy by going to File, Print. Now we close the diagram editor and go back to the Optpow menu. To save the PowerFlow result file, we select File, Exit. Simpow automatically saves the result file for later use. If we now go back to the working directory, we can see some additional files there. This line_diagram.sld file contains a single line diagram. The otres_curse.curse contains the PowerFlow result file for this case, and we'll use this in our Simpow exercises. Now we'll start with task 3 in the Optpow exercise. First, we'll make a copy of curse.optpow and rename it as curse_load.optpow. We go back to the Simpow menu and select the newly created input file. We run and solve the PowerFlow computation. First, to get a reference result, we create the results for all loads. We can print out the results by Print dialog window. We can also create a reference result for all productions. Once done, we return to Optpow menu and start again. This time, before running the simulation, we'll change data using the Alter menu. We select Change Data from the Alter menu. We'll change active power consumption of all loads, so we look for loads in the filter box. We select all the loads and decrease their active power consumption by 0.05 per unit. We solve the simulation and study the results. We create the same results for all loads in all productions and make paper copies. After that, we can compare with our previously created reference results. This concludes the tutorial for Optpow exercises. Thanks for watching the video.